Hi guys, Blake here with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Wednesday, March the 17th. It is St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to do the one cast for you today. So today I have boated up. I am back behind Eagle Island. I am all the way up about as far as you can go. They are still running 15,000 CFS, 5 floodgates at 1 foot apiece. It's we're beautiful and blue skies right now. I think they're calling for chances of tornadoes, severe thunderstorms tonight. We had a cloudy kind of day all day and kind of had this heat wave rush in here at the end of the day here. It's about, I don't know what time it is, 5 something, maybe 5:30. And so they're calling for some potential storms tonight. So today I'm going to start off. I've got a 16th ounce white jig there, Lilley's jig, one with a red collar on 2-pound test. So like I said, getting back up in here behind Eagle Island with this much water running is pretty easy. You still want to pull your boat motor up and kind of use your trolling motor to make it up here, just to make sure you don't hit any logs. But you'll come up to this point that we're at right here. There's kind of a log crossing that stops you from taking your boat any further. But when they're running the water out there that fast, this water back here might be just a touch warmer, and it's also slower. So that's why I chose this spot today. I'm hoping to find a few fish. I kind of pulled in here just to test it out for a second. I did catch one right here, so I turned the video on. So hoping that there might be some fish kind of laid back up along this bank back here behind all this structure. Here we go. Oh, I'm taking a redo. I totally casted right on that log. There we go. And so I've got the motor spot locked back here right now. I think it'd be a little bit easier than trying to pay attention to where the boat's drifting. Ooh, there's a fish. I just saw him swipe at it. Alright, no fish on the first cast. This really narrow passageway is back here. And like I said, there's a lot of log debris. Most of it's far enough under the water right now that you don't have to worry about it. But if you were just trying to drift along and you're fishing and not paying attention, it'd be real easy to get pushed into the bank real fast. So I'm just going to gradually use the spot lock today to fish. But I do know the last time that we had water conditions like this, quite a few fish piled up back here. They some of the food sources kind of get channeled down through this channel, and they set underneath these logs and stuff that are all packed in here, and they wait for it to come by their face. And we had a lot of success in here last year whenever the water was running like this. I went out fishing with a couple buddies yesterday, with Levi and another friend, and it was really rough for us. We went all the way up to the cable. We fished the trophy area all the way down to the Narrows a few times. We were drifting San Juan worms, we were drifting scuds, we were drifting jerk baits of different varieties, and we wound up only catching one fish. So it was definitely a little challenging. And from what I understand, it was pretty challenging for everyone else too. I think there may have been some reports as the creeks cleared up of maybe some people catching a few more fish. But my other assumption is that as Oh, there's one. There's a fish. Ooh, that's a nice trout. That is a big rainbow. And I was actually watching my white jig in the water there, and there's a big log laying right here, and I was bouncing it as it was coming across the top of the log, and I saw him come out and sweep it. I actually thought I had caught the log for a second. But my other assumption is that, you know, the fish haven't seen water nearly this fast in, I don't know, at least over half a year. And they've been used to that real nice half unit, 1 unit flow for quite a while now. So these first couple days, I imagine, on top of all the moss and the junk swimming in the water or flowing through the water, that they needed to get acclimated to this type of water conditions. And so maybe they'll start getting a little more hungry over the next few days. This is a really nice rainbow. If I can get a hold of him. Looks like he's been stabbed by a heron before. Really just beautiful, nice 17 or 18 inch rainbow there. All right, so there are more than one fish back here. That's exciting news. Just trying to fish over the last few days it's been rough trying to locate some fish. And you know, I don't know if the light just kind of stands out back here and they're seeing that better, or if maybe they've seen a few shad, kind of some of the dead shad get drifted back through this slough, maybe. But as I fish back here, I'm just going to kind of concentrate on working my bait over the top of those logs, and just see if I can get them to come out from underneath. And also there's little slack pockets back here where the bank's been cut out by the current, and I think these little slack pockets will produce some fish too. The other thing I was going to do, so yesterday when we caught that one fish, we were actually below the trophy area. We'd kind of just given up and we were just kind of drifting along, enjoying the beautiful weather. And we caught the one fish right by the Acacia Club boat ramp, dragging it's actually a 219, shad colored 219 jerkbait that we have up there in the shop. And then we had another one on a signature series right there in front of Trout Hollow. So if you are going to get out and drag some jerkbaits, I think if we had just concentrated below the trophy area yesterday, we might have found maybe just a couple more fish. So if you're going to be out here fishing, you could certainly give that a try. I'm gonna scoot the boat down just a touch here. So back behind these logs, there's a big cutout in the bank that goes for about, I don't know, 150 feet, and I imagine that they should be laid up all along here. I feel like right now I could even get away with throwing a 3/32 ounce jig I think the water's moving that fast even back here. So, and really, you're not working this one all the way to the bottom. You're trying to hover it above the structure back here. So you could even take an 1/8 ounce and just kind of hover it. If you fish the bottom back here, you'll be changing out jigs about every other cast. Camera got wiggled there just for a second. And we're gonna hover right here for a second. There's a few more piles of logs right here I want to fish over the top of. I actually am off today, and I have not been on the dock to hear any fishing reports, but Ryan Titus did tell me that what he had heard was that people who were going down to the creeks and down by the landing where the water's moving a little slower were having some luck, at least catching a few. So that might be the area to go. And I actually came out here prepared today to drag jerkbaits down below the trophy area, and I just had a wild thought that maybe these trout could be packed up back in here behind Eagle Island, so I just grabbed one jig rod and a few jigs, and so I'm not too prepared for losing a bunch of jigs right now or retying. There's my phone going off for that storm warning that we got moving in. I was hoping for maybe a few more fish to be stacked back here, but after the couple days we've had here, I'll take anything. anyway, this is back behind Eagle Island's a really unique little spot. There's an eagle's nest, and you can see it from the back side of the island here. And oftentimes, if you're back here, you'll see the eagle poached up on the bank looking for a meal. The herons have a bunch of nests back here as well, and I've seen beavers and otters and just about every bit of wildlife that hangs out on Taneycomo has a little spot back here behind Eagle Island. So really neat spot. And I think I want a spot lock right here. If you decide to come back here, just use your trolling motor and go slow and be careful, but it is a fun spot. Somebody's jerkbait hanging down there. Glasses are starting to fog up here. I think there might be a little pressure in the air. Humidity's changing real quick. Oh, I just saw a fish go for my jig. Yeah, there's definitely some humidity all of a sudden. Oh, there he was. All right, I might have found me another pocket of fish here. I might even be able to hold it in the current and kind of just give it a jerkbait twitch here. But anyway, if you're out here struggling on the main channel, come back inside of a creek or in a slough and see if there's not some fish trying to get out of the current. Okay. We got a little more time. So white's the only color I've tried here so far. It could be totally possible that I'd be catching more fish if I was using a different color. But I drove up here and threw the first cast with a white jig on and caught one, so I figured that was good enough evidence for me. Notice some bees and some flies that are starting to come out. I guess it really is spring. Well, I'm getting a few hits here, but they're definitely not going for it like the last time the water was running like this back here. And that could be because they're not acclimated. Maybe they're not that hungry, or maybe this big pressure storm front that's moving in right now is adversely affecting them. But I do know, I can tell you, I've seen a few fish in here, so if you're going to be around, give it a try. I think I might run back up top after the video's over and just try that same drift, except maybe with a different color, and see if that makes a huge difference. I think I'm going to call it a day there. We'll make this my last cast here. But we thank you guys for watching. Go on Facebook, like and share, and we'll get out here and do it again for you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.